New at 6, Arnold Schwarzenegger opens up about his family's past with a purpose of peace. I spoke with him for a story you'll see only here on Fox 11.
It's important for all of us to get together here and to talk.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's USC Institute hosts a conference confronting anti-Semitism called Terminating Hate.
I don't have to do exactly what my father did. I don't have to copy him.
Schwarzenegger's father was a Nazi officer in World War II. As a kid, what did your parents tell you about Jews?
When I grew up, no one ever talked about the Second World War, the atrocities about Jews or anything like that. So there was no prejudice talk going on. I just recognized very quickly that every time my father noticed something was Jewish related, that he had an attitude about it.
Arnold says as a teenage bodybuilder, his perspective changed after meeting an Austrian politician named Alfred Gerstel.
His son was working out, so I got to know him, and he always talked about, the importance of inclusion. And then later on I found out, he never said I'm a Jew or anything like this, but later on I found that he was a Jew. And he then became friends with my father.
As Schwarzenegger grew older, Gerstel's lessons grew more relevant.
I always heard this voice of Alfred Gerstel, Arnold, be inclusive. Everyone is equal. Don't ever be prejudiced.
For decades, Arnold has been one of the biggest supporters of LA's Museum of Tolerance.
We have one thing in common, that we both fight prejudice.
Last year, he visited the Nazi death camps in Auschwitz with the son of Holocaust survivors.
I want to talk to you today about the rising hate and anti-Semitism.
Schwarzenegger's online message about hate reached billions of people online.
Today's pretty amazing.
This conference uniting academic leaders with Hollywood leaders to talk storytelling.
Start thinking about that. How do we create stories that are emotional stories, but not preachy, but kind of the story kind of unfolds in a way where everyone comes together.
And a big part of that is trying to meet people where they are and not just sort of walking out of the room or not engaging in a conversation.
Right.
He said that basically doing that has never worked throughout human history. And part of this, they're looking at the psychology of hate. They're looking at the science behind it, the history of it, and that storytelling aspect.
And it reminds me, just hearing him talk about this, his new book that he has coming out, Be Useful, 7 Tools for Life.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet, but I'm sure this is a lot of the foundation that he learned.
Yeah, well, and his dad used to say to him, be useful, and that book comes out in October. We discussed that in depth on The Issue Is, which is tomorrow night here on Fox 11. We talk about the book, we talk about his new TV show, we talk about climate change, we talk about potholes, we talk about his vision, we talk more about the anti-Semitism. It's quite a conversation, one of our favorite shows, tomorrow night, 10:30, right here on Fox 11.